Alright, so you have 6 hit points now? Okay. You guys start, you continue to follow the path.
This was one I got.
And you pass farmland. You see also in the distance some broken old windmills. And you keep walking a little further. And as you get closer to town, you start to see the buildings get, but then off into what would be the north, you see a manor, and with a dirt path that leads to the gravel, or well, to the not gravel, but to the major path that you guys are on, and at the edge of that, where those paths connect, you see 2 children. An older looking one, probably about 10, and a younger looking, the 10-year-old looks like a girl, and the younger boy with a cloak on and holding a stuffed doll. And the younger boy is crying. And you can see that the older girl is kind of consoling him on the side of the road as you guys are walking up.
Don't attack the kids.
I'm gonna go up to the kid.
So as you approach them, the girl, kind of shushing the boy, says, "Can you help us? There's a monster in our house." And she points to the manor just up on the hill. That you could, from your vantage point, it looks like it's seen better days. The windows are dark. There's a gated portico on the ground floor, and that gate was rusted and open.
Is she saying the whole truth?
Child is. Can you tell us who's the master of that manor?
Our parents are. They are.
Do you know their names? What is your name?
My name is Rose, and this is my brother Thorn. Our parents are Frederick and Elizabeth Durst.
Is she telling the truth?
Go ahead and roll insight.
18.
So she seems to be truthful. Our parents would keep this monster trapped in the basement.
Where are your parents?
We haven't. I think they're in the basement with the monster.
Have you ever seen the monster?
No, but we've heard its screams coming from down below. And the little boy kind of tugs on the girl and he goes, "What about baby Walter? We couldn't find baby Walter." And Rose goes, "It's okay, maybe these gentlemen will find Walter. Walter is our baby brother."
How many floors on the mansion?
So they tell you that there's three floors. First level, second level, third floor. But they've never been in the basement. They were never allowed in there.
Which room is their baby brothers? If I were to come in the front.
There's on the third floor there's the nursery.
Okay.
And the nanny would take care of Walter.
What's the nanny?
What is the nanny's name? I know there is one. The nanny's name is Lissa. We couldn't find her either. So we got scared and we ran out of the house.
How long have you been outside?
A long time. And you were the first people we've come across that have come by.
Is there no one else in this town?
No one seems to come out to our house anymore. Because the house is set a little bit outside of town, you know, probably by like 20 minutes outside of town.
Do these kids have shadows? Do they seem to be completely corporeal?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to even tell your shadow just because of the way that the light is, with the sun being obscured. And the little boy continues to sob and cry. Will you please take care of the monster?
Yeah, I'll pat him on the head. We'll go take a look. Or at least I will.
And
Start going that way.
you guys also sense that the foggy mist is kind of getting closer and surrounding the house, but not getting much further than to where you guys eat. So the path up to the house where you guys are is still clear of this thick mist, but it's you can't even see the village anymore now. It's kind of almost surrounded you guys.
Rose, have you ever seen the fog like this before?
I was just about to ask.
It's always foggy in Barovia.
Like this?
Sometimes.
Has anybody else ever tried to help you before?
No, you're the first people we found. We don't want to go back in. It's so scary. The terrible howls that we hear. Our parents told us we couldn't go down there.
Do the howls sound like a person screaming or an animal screaming?
Oh, it's so hard. It's hard to tell. People, maybe.
Do they howl at night or during the day?
Mostly at night. And it's midday right now.
Well, the paladin's already volunteered to go up.
I listen to see if I can
branching
hear the
axe.
howling or whatever.
Hmm?
Like I kind of separate.
You don't hear it right now. It's midday.
If you guys are gonna do this, we should do it for your head.
I'll do it. I'm gonna go do it right now.
Yeah. We should do it
There's a baby in the house for who knows how long.
Not our baby, and nobody's offered to pay us to fix this.
I don't need
Stay here
payment to
then.
save a child.
now. Who knows? The parents look like they have a pretty nice house.
Or had a pretty nice house.
We've already seen one batch of unholy abominations. This should be a surprise.
I'll walk with you up to the manor.
He's moving the thing.
You did?
I'm setting up.
Here we go. Initiative checks.
Okay.
But first,
So they walk with you, but then up to the front. But they said that they will stay outside. I'll just move you guys all over. Okay.
Right at the doorstep.
You guys can still be further down if you want. I'm just gonna put you there.
Look, listen if you.
So, here, let me get to where I can. Where is it at? So there's a wrought iron gate with hinges on one side and a lock on the other that fills the kind of entryway. And the gate is unlocked, but the hinges are they're rusty and squeak as they move. There's some oil lamps hanging from the ceilings and chains, but they're not lit. Let me go back to this.
You got tunnel vision, man. Lawful good.
So
Gotta
it's
go
kind of
save a
like
kid.
a little alcove thing like that, and then two main doors.
Does the gate open for me?
Does it open for you? I mean, it's closed, but it's not looking locked.
I'll push it open.
Okay, and so you push it open. And then that's just to get up to this.
To the main door.
Yeah, because there's the gate right there.
Yeah. Push the main door open with my axe, or does it swing towards me?
So yeah, it would pull out.
Alright.
And it's double doors.
Yeah, I'll open my side.
So you open it up to like a grand foyer.
Mm-hmm.
And hanging on the south wall of the foyer is a shield emblazoned with a coat of arms, stylized golden windmill on a red field, flanked by framed portraits of stony-faced aristocrats, like long-dead members of the Durst family. Mahogany-framed double doors leading from the foyer to further in are set with panes of stained glass.
Is it clean or is it dusty?
It's fairly clean.
Can I hear anything?
You hear almost like a harpsichord playing, coming from
Somewhere
further in the house.
It's really nice.
Alright, I'm gonna go through the foyer. Go for the next set of doors.
Sure. And you all blindly follow. I'm just gonna move them out of the way for now.
He goes through the door, then he hooks his head back up really quick to see if the two kids are still there, okay?
Why don't you watch a show? Well, you could sit in that chair that you were sitting in way over there that you pushed back in. What? Just go back. It's fine. You still see the children out there. They're she's consoling the little one, kind of weeping. But you do see that the mist has now almost enveloped you guys, except for the house and a little bit outside. It's that you can no longer see the main path that you guys were on.
If the mist is this close, did anybody see what happened to the kids?
They're still right on the porch. Right next to the porch. But that mist really wants us to be here. Which doesn't make me too happy.
I'm gonna open the next set of doors.
Alright, so you open up. They're unlocked.
I mean, if they weren't, I have an axe. It's just the master key of D&D.
And since you all have dark vision, I don't even need to say if it's lit or not.
I'm lawful good. I'm not gonna destroy someone's property unless I need to.
So there's a main hall that runs the width of the house. There's a black marble fireplace at one end and sweeping red marble staircase on the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a longsword with a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. The wood paneled walls are ordinary sculpted with images of vines and flowers and satyrs. And this decorative paneling kind of follows and circles up the stairs. There is a door around and back, and then two doors, and then and a little alcove. There's some more doors right up there.
Step into the middle of the room.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a closer look at that sword and see if there's anything special about it.
Okay, so perception check.
19.
So you examine the sword, and it's just looks like a typical long sword. And then your eye kind of drifts off to this artwork of the vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs. And as you look closely, you actually start to see within this artwork is like sea serpents and skulls woven into the design of this nature scene. You almost looks like, because you didn't see it at first, but then as you look closer, there's these like skulls intermixed with the vines and the nature.
There's something dark about this. What you say is the wallpaper?
The art, yeah, wallpaper.
Yeah. This wallpaper's got a subtext to it. It's skulls and serpents, not quite vines and happiness.
Noted. I'm gonna head towards the stairs.
Going up.
Yep.
I'll follow him.
You guys head upstairs. Which happens to be just to the right. Go ahead and move yourself upstairs to the second floor.
Behind.
I'm skipping the second floor, going straight for the third.
So as you're starting to head up to the third, so there's unlit lamps mounted on the walls of this hall, and hanging above the mantelpiece of this fireplace is a wood-framed portrait of the Durst family, Frederick and Elizabeth Durst, with their two small, smiling children, Rose and Thorn, that you recognize. Cradled in the father's arms is a swaddled baby, and the mother seems to have a disdained look on her face.
I'm gonna go up and look closer at the portrait.
So, and you guys see standing suits of armor in the corners of the room. The picture also has some decorations around it. And given your last roll, you see that there's dancing youths in this nature scene. And they aren't really dancing though, but fighting off swarms of bats.
I take a look at the picture and I'm looking for a signature or a date.
There's no date and no signature, except for the plaque that says like the Durst family.
Subtext to this artwork is weird.
I have horns! I have horns! Give me that back, Dawson!
Kid interference.
You said you were gonna go straight up to the third floor.
I'm going for the third floor,
This
Okay.
is
where
mine!
the kid's room is.
What do you want?
Bum, 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 bum.
It's over here somewhere. All right, are you all following?
I will.
I will.
Yep.
I'll take up the rear.
Third floor. Okay.
So you get to the third floor.
Excuse me.
That is not the third floor. Oh, okay, yeah, it is.
Excuse me,
And
Dad.
what?
So, okay, I'm gonna have to make him do that.
No, why don't you have like a Pokemon or a Cliff Bar or something?
I'll have the pulverizer.
Okay, they're up there, right there.
That's
So you come up to a balcony, on the third floor,
Mm-hmm.
and you climb up to the full height, and you see black plate armor, a suit of black plate armor standing against one wall, draped in cobwebs. And again, there's oil lamps mounted on the oak paneled walls, which are carved with a woodland scene of trees, fallen leaves, and tiny critters. And due to your roll, you look again, and you notice tiny corpses hanging from the trees and worms bursting up from the ground.
There's dead bodies in the trees.
Which trees?
This artwork here.
Oh.
This artwork is trippy.
Macabre.
Do they look human?
Hold on one second. Okay. Does the what look human?
The bodies in the tree?
Yeah, they look like human bodies. Yes.
Oh, I didn't ask which side of the house.
Do I hear a
So-
baby crying?
Roll perception.
13.
13. Kind of listening, and you do hear some faint infant sobbing coming from this area, or like right over here, this area.
Like, do you guys hear that? It sounds like they're crying off the hall.
Okay.
No.
I'll go that way. So is this is another door here?
Yeah.
Going that way.
Yeah, there's a door going to, I guess that would be the west, and then the south.
I'm gonna go through the door to the west.
Okay.
Better not pick at it, they're
So you pop it open, and it's a storage room. There's dusty shelves, and some of the shelves have folded sheets, blankets, and soap. There's a broom leaning against the far wall.
Is there any food in here?
It's looks more like a linen closet, like a
Yeah.
yeah.
Clean clothes.
Yeah.
Is it cobwebby or dusty? What do you see?
It's really dusty. Yeah.
A lot of dust.
So the first floor seems pretty clean.
Uh-huh.
You guys didn't really investigate the second floor much, except for the walls. And then the third floor seems to be a lot more dusty, like no one's been up here.
It's not a good sign.
Kid's still crying.
I use the butt of my spear to see if I can push the door open.
The south one.
Yeah.
What? You get him a drink, real quick. Bear with me, because I wasn't abreast of what's going on in this room. Well, you have to have something else. So, did I open it up yet? No. Okay. Is there a Hanson? So in the room contains a large bed, 2 end tables, and an empty wardrobe. Go grab a Coke or something from the garage.
It was a coconut.
Then just drink that one. Special night since Mom's gone.
I do have accents.
Great. The bedroom contains a large bed, 2 end tables, an empty wardrobe, Mounted on the wall next to the wardrobe is a full-length mirror with an ornate wooden frame
You want to sit?
carved to look like ivy and berries. You hear the crying coming from this side of the house. And it's a really dusty. These are double doors, and you can see that they're almost like they're transparent enough that you can see that that leads to like a balcony.
I'm getting a weird feeling about this.
And
In the dust on the floor, is there any evidence of movement?
just your own steps.
Alright. I'll pop Divine Sense for a second time today. For the next 6 seconds, are there any celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of me?
You do sense undead in this room.
In the big room.
Mm-hmm. And also in
The side
a
room.
room you haven't
Finished?
explored yet.
What?
And you hear coming from that other room.
Yeah, that's true.
You also sense me.
Where's the house? Where's the
Oh,
house?
yeah, celestial. And amongst that, you look at Eldridge,
Is
and
there
you're like,
someone?
huh?
Is there someone's?
I know that you want to go charging in.
The glasses.
I think we need to be really careful
Glasses.
here.
I can see.
Because I didn't hear what you said. I just know off of the one time that you launched yourself into a fight.
I can see you in my
I feel like talking to a dragonborn here. Nothing.
What word?
There's no baby on this floor. You guys want to explore the rest of the floor, or you want to go back down?
Was there a room
What's
we could
making
get
the
into?
noise?
Oh, who's
Not a
gonna
baby.
get the baby? Who's gonna get the baby first then?
If there's a baby up here, there's no footsteps, nothing from the nanny.
Are these just windows?
So there's that's a door to the south and double doors to the north there.
Was there only one source of undead?
It's for 60 feet,
Yeah.
right? There was two sources.
In the same room, or
No,
one's
one in the
walls?
main room, one in the other.
On the one hand.
Is that creepy enough?
So we haven't found the nursery up there yet?
What's that?
We haven't found the nursery yet.
No.
So it's probably this one, right?
It's
No, we can hear it crying from.
it's crying coming from this space.
Oh. But there's no door there.
There is,
The door.
right there.
Oh, I couldn't see behind the wings.
You can't see the wings.
There's no wings yet.
I know.
No wings.
I can mage hand that door open if you'd like.
Sure. I have a job to do. I stepped through the threshold.
Okay.
I'll wait for your mage hand.
Okay. Mage hand opens the door.
Mom's not home.
Alright, I go into the nursery.
So
That's thunder.
you all go in the
It's a
room
thunder
and you
here.
notice a crib covered with a hanging black shroud. And you hear a baby crying in this crib.
No one's behind me yet, right? Alright, no one. No.
I'm not trying to get that close to the ashes. Like,
I am.
Two-handed overhand swing to the crib.
What's that?
And two-handed swing over onto the crib.
You So, describe to me what you're doing. Like,
Just gonna just.
swing and hit
Yep.
the crib. Okay.
You
So,
like sense evil or something first?
Yep.
so you swing down through the shroud and connect with the crib, and it splits it, and the shroud comes off, and you see in the crib like a bundle, a blanket, a bundle in the shape of a baby, kind of like
Yep, that's what I was aiming for.
down, you know, like, and it kind of it was on one side. It kind of rolls. You see it roll down, and it's just blankets and continuing to cry.
Swing again.
So you swing through the blankets.
Are you sure?
Yep. I don't even stop.
And when it connects, it just blankets. There's nothing inside the blankets. And the crying stops. And from the other room, you hear, "Don't touch the baby!" And we'll go to initiative.
Somehow I knew I had to pick up that one.
18.
Okay. Oh, I gotta start the. Hold on, let me clear it from the last time.
If you get the highest
24.
Oh, that's such a dilemma. I was like, undead baby. Baby? Undead?
T4.
Baby?
It's like a
I'm a paladin. It's not a baby
If nobody
anymore.
has higher than 24, then
I don't
Okay,
want
what do you
to.
got?
18.
18, and we got Blazing Fire,
6.
Loki,
24.
and Dom,
15.
and Eldridge.
16.
You're much more anxious to die than I am.
There's a reason why you have 9 lives.
I got undead to purge.
So we will start with Loki.
I have my sword short, thingy, sword out.
Your sword that is short.
Yes.
So I'll give it to you this time that I'm assuming that when you came into the house you switched to your sword because you're obviously not going to use your bow. But you remember as a character to try to let me know when you're doing that, so because it will become important throughout the adventure to know what your weapons.
You're just shooting.
No more freebies from Dad is what he's saying.
It's
Yeah.
just disadvantage.
I'll give you a Molokai on that one, son.
Dad, why is it doing that now?
It's
The monster.
it's this purple-esque. So what rose from the bed is a purple translucent woman in a nursemaid outfit, and she's screaming to leave her baby alone.
So she rose out of the crypt.
No, out in the main hall there. She's right there. I don't,
okay.
I didn't get a chance to paint the mini.
But there is a creature.
Yeah. So Loki, you stepped in.
I'm going to swing with my sword.
Wait, it's like
24.
That hits.
5 damage.
What
Of
kind? Piercing?
piercing.
Okay, so you swing at her, and she seems to resist that damage, and so takes half. So what is that?
2.
3, right? Or is it rounded down? Always rounded down, right?
That's your call.
Yeah, it's rounded down, so 2. I believe I remember a video that said always round down.
Well, half of 3 write it down would be
Dad,
1.
stop this.
Oh, I thought he said 5.
Dad, stop it.
Oh.
It's pee-pee.
What was your damage?
5.
Okay, sorry. I thought you
So
said
she takes 2. It is creepy because they're fighting a ghost.
Oh, ghost. Are ghosts undead?
Well, in the general term, ghost.
What
Not
the
monster
ghost?
manual term.
What the
Bale,
ghost?
you're up.
Am I able to move through party members?
It's
Maybe,
maybe a
yeah.
tough one, not being a halfling and all.
Dad,
Yeah,
Dad,
well, I'm pretty
Dad,
big,
this is what ghosts do.
Might spell or something?
A ghost on
I'm level 1. I don't get no spells
Ghost
yet.
on wheel. Yeah.
You're the spellcaster. You throw something at it. Alright, I'm gonna wait for
Ghost on
the
wheel.
ability to move into the room.
You don't want to ready anything, or
If she gets closer, oh yeah, they smash the crib. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna step in one and turn around and be like, "Come and get your kid."
Okay.
I'm gonna taunt the ghost.
Alright. Eldridge.
Crap. 11.
That would be a miss.
And
Get ready to hit her if she comes into the room.
geez, I don't know.
Tight quarters.
Very.
You can't really move. She's going to give opportunity back, right?
I'm not worried about it. That's it.
Touch of death.
Okay. That's it?
Yep.
Fallon.
Two-handed spear thrust. For 7.
Miss.
Then I will do a kick attack for 7.
Okay. Miss. So,
Oh no, I can't move. Sorry. Not without an opportunity attack, right?
You could go back one. You still technically be
yeah, you'd still
engaged.
be diagonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So this ghostly creature looks at Eldridge and kind of like almost like she's pulling your essence. 16?
Miss.
She starts to kind of pull. It's almost like you kind of start to get sucked a little bit like a Dementor, but then it kind of pulls away from you, and she misses. And then get back to baby. And then blazing fire.
1, 2, 3.
I could be the one that gets us into all sorts of trouble this time.
She'll touch. Oops.
Your
There you
dude.
go.
Hey, that was good though.
That was 24
24 hits.
for 2 points of necrotic damage, and she's at disadvantage if she's undead. She's a
Okay.
ghost,
So
not
you said
undead.
2 points.
Yes. And then I still have some movement, so I go back to where I was.
All right. So she'll have disadvantage. You're saying. All right. So then we go back to the top for Loki.
I don't have the room to go anywhere. Well, I could go outside. No.
I wanted to burn stuff.
Mom's on her way
I
home.
wanted to hit things. I'm trying to make it easier for you.
Think the night
Good exchange. Good
Giant
exchange.
grin.
Yeah, thank the
I like
night mother or the
disadvantage
mother of
when
night
that
or
does.
whatever.
That makes it really nice up front.
All right. What are you doing, Loki?
I have no idea we hit undead right away, though.
I was trying to go in, smash a crib, and leave. Just call it a day.
That's it's so good, so good. This is almost like a session 1.
Just go in and get the dirty.
Come on, Loki.
done.
You got this is action packed. You get 6 seconds.
I unarmed strike her.
Okay. So it's bludgeoning.
Yeah. So
Roll for the attack.
13.
13 hits.
And then does it automatically do 3?
No, read what it says. Unarmed.
Unarmed strike plus 4, 3 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
3
three.
bludgeoning. So it'll be 1.
Because it's your strength modifier plus 1.
So she takes 1 damage because she's resistant to bludgeoning of non-magical. Bale.
Can I slip through that gap now?
Which gap?
That's creepy.
Because he moved over.
He's right in front of the door, but you know there is another door
Oh, there's another door that goes
out to the patio.
Oh, psh, I missed that door. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going back in. I'm gonna crash through the door.
You smash through. You don't even open it. You just smash
I'm
through the
just
glass.
angry. Undead babies make me angry.
I was thinking more like Kool-Aid Man, but
Yeah. Yeah, great axe. For 12.
12 hits. No. Sword. Axe.
Great axe slashing. 4. Oh.
oh,
Bad day, man. 1 level. Come on. 5 points of damage.
So that'd be that's minus. That's the half.
No, that is
5, so-
before half.
So
So
she takes 2. So okay.
yeah.
She's not taking too much damage. Eldridge is up
Dex saving throw.
for her.
Yep.
Dad? Daddy?
That is an 8.
And well, that's not a whack of one of anything.
10. Just a minute.
That's is it 2 points of radiant damage.
2 points.
Yep.
She takes the full 2 points.
Sacred flame.
Fallon, you're up.
Okay. Two-handed sword thrust.
Dad,
Yeah.
Sword or spear?
Spear. Sorry, spear. 10.
No. Baby's not still crying. I'm sorry.
10 to hit.
That's a miss.
And then do it again. A knee attack.
Knee attack.
Unarmed. 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Knee of ghost.
It's like,
I wish I was to switch around.
7.
so that'll be 3. And you kind of connect with something, you know, through the flowiness.
Oh, my shin.
And she screeches some more. And she looks and she sees you, and you just sense this holy aura. And she starts to do this and pull and strain at you, and only gets a 6.
Check.
Blazing fire.
I gotta save the day again.
And that wasn't even within disadvantage. I forgot about that part.
Another chill touch. Oops. 8.
That's a miss.
18.
Sorry, guys.
Loki.
Oh, no. Bye.
Loki.
That's Peppa.
I'm going to go here and
I
then
don't want to be in the way when
give
you
an
guys decide to
opportunity.
run.
Peppa, right?
You're gonna take it?
Peppa, right?
That's what he said.
It was nice knowing you.
Crit fail, so she missed that. He is rolling. I too live dangerously.
And then I'm gonna switch out my
You're gonna drop your sword.
drop my sword, grab my bow, and I'm not able to attack this one, right?
No, you can do it if you drop it. Yes.
Drop.
Drop and shoot.
Who's wearing that?
17,
Hits.
and then 5 damage.
So that'd be 3.
Who's in that?
So she's seems to be. I mean, she still doesn't seem like she's taking full damage from your guys' attack, well, except for the magical ones. And she seems to be in more pain, and she's screaming, and she's saying, "Don't take my baby! Don't take my baby!" Fail.
Great axe. 14.
Hits.
Total of 11 points of damage.
What?
7 plus 4.
Wow, that's a good roll. So you said 14?
11. Then you gotta cut it in half, so
So
5.
5. Okay.
1d12.
Eldridge.
Dex saving throw. For her.
Hit it into the ground.
9.
Sacred flame again. 2 more points.
So you flame, and she just goes into a flaming ball, and she's like, "Ah, no!" And she just fades into the flame, up in smoke, and disappears.
I don't like the house anymore.
And we're out of
Did she
combat.
die?
She's gone.
Yay.
That's twice now we've hit undead.
Yeah,
I don't like this town. I don't like this fog.
You guys are gonna need some fancier weapons.
No, I'm good. Unless you got another one, I can. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna inspect the room
I've been
around the bed and the cabinet.
Okay.
Not with my hands. I'm using my spear butt to move stuff.
The
never
temple
touch
pole.
He touched the one harp and he got bone hands last time.
So go ahead and roll for how's it, investigation, and I'll be right back.
Cross character PTSD.
Guys, board game. Guys, it's board game.
Is it?
Yeah, because Dad's on.
Yep.
I'm board game.
Okay, what'd you get?
20!
24.
24?
Jeez Louise.
Threw an 18.
You get to do all the treasure finding.
So you're going around. The nightstand's pretty dusty and bare. The bed is the same, and the dresser and the mirror. I pushed the wrong button. A couple things about Unity I don't like is having to switch back and forth between like the mask, like removing the masks, or clicking on actual things. I digress. You look into the mirror and you see
Are you done with that?
a very ancient old version of yourself.
I see that and I look down at myself.
And you look, once you look at yourself, you're like, okay, young hands, you feel young face, but then you look in the mirror and you're ancient, like a very elderly elf.
Something weird about this mirror. It's got a Dorian Gray vibe to it. I see myself really old in there, but I don't feel any different. I don't know if any of you want to check it out, but I don't see anything else in the dresser.
No, but for your roll you got, you notice that the wall seems false right next to it.
Where's Thorn?
Right there.
Where's Thorn?
Oh, it looks like a might be a false panel or a false door. I will
Poke it with your stick.
poke it.
So,
Or mage
Can I
hand.
roll the dice?
You could mage hand.
Look up.
I could if I was in the room.
Oh,
Can I roll the dice?
When you spring that trap, I'm going to be out here.
I haven't hit one
Whose
yet.
phone is it?
we're not taking turns right now.
right now it's just free
Exploring the
anybody.
room. Yeah, I'll poke it to see what happens.
So you kind of poke it, and it kind of starts to open towards you, and you see a dark hallway with stairs leading up.
There's another level up from here, guys, and there's a hidden stairway here.
That seems safe. I'm going to look at this armor before we take off and see if there's any,
Go for it.
something
So
inside
glad
it,
we're
or
looking at the armor.
like a mage armor for casters or something.
So the armor you're standing next to. So you're looking at it, and go ahead and give me an investigation check as well.
I'm not good at this. 4.
No modifier.
And there's no modifier.
So you you kind of like with your cat-like hands or kind of look at the armor, and as soon as you touch it, it comes to life and punches you right in the face.
Oh man.
you hear the scream of the cat in the other room.
There was a reason I walked past that armor.
And
And meta.
let me let's see. Slam attack
Oh,
9. I'm sure that misses,
Yes.
but I mean he swings at you and you cat-like reflexes back up, and we're back into initiative.
Guys.
And
Wait, that's 21.
nice. Loki, what's your initiative? Roll +4.
16.
20. And Fallon.
I saw 16.
I also have 20.
Nice. And Eldridge.
It's both
10.
20.
Which one of you wants to go first?
You're closer. No, you're farther, so I'll go first.
Okay. And there we
Who's that
go.
knight?
wait.
It attaches.
The animated armor is attacked, and blazing fire. You get the first
Oh,
dibs.
that was a good guy.
Well, it's going to have to be chill touch.
That's a rude.
This is the working so well for me.
Yeah, it is.
Give me a hand.
23 to hit.
The knight's name.
That hits.
5 points of necrotic damage.
You just double check its immunities. That works. So you said 5.
Mm-hmm. As
So
it's
you attack.
undead, has disadvantage on its next
It's
attack. Doesn't look undead.
a construct.
Yeah, it doesn't look undead.
Was he like, was
Where's my music?
Help!
Was it a jab?
So then we go to
I
Fallon.
don't know.
The monk is up.
But there's a big Casimir in the way. I think I made it funny.
Big what?
Big ass Amir in the way.
I'll go ahead and do a two-handed spear jab.
Okay.
What?
Just gonna hurl the great axe down the hallway. Hope the
8.
monk dodges.
8 misses.
Well, there you go. At least you're not running over
20 with a kick attack.
20 hits.
We should just lead with the kick attack. It's the only one that ever hits.
Because I can only do it as a bonus. Or well, no, actually, I could do both. Yeah.
Yeah, punch, punch.
4.
Punch.
Okay, it takes. So yeah, you knee it right into the thigh and takes 4 damage. And then we go to the armor. The armor like reacts because it couldn't knock you, so it tries to go for blazing fire again. 19.
That would hit.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage. Smack right in the face. Connects this time.
Excuse me, Dad.
Smack. Bail. So you could do what he did and go around and then go diagonal.
But there's a guy with wings in it.
Try to run
Oh,
wild.
you're doing
Diagonal, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Checkers.
First undead, now living armor. Okay, time to put you into scrap metal. Or not, maybe not. 11?
11 misses.
Yeah. No scrap metal today.
Alright.
Dex saving throw.
Good.
7.
Sacred Flame. For 6.
Nice.
That is
The
really
metal
good.
starts to heat up from the flames, and the animated armor kind of makes this like Tin Man kind of painful noise. Blazing fire. Are you rolling fireballs?
I probably will, yeah.
Point blank fireball.
Fireball, fireball, fireball.
I think I've made it angry. I'm going to disengage.
Okay. Fallon.
Can I do this as a bonus action?
Yeah.
Spear punches.
Two-handed
I
spear
have no
punch.
bonus
Yeah.
actions at all.
8.
Nothing. 0.
Knee attack.
Knee attack. I love it. Oh no!
Dice down.
Reroll that one, bud.
Oh.
18 to hit.
Definitely. Oh yeah, that hits.
5 points.
All right. So again, you take it, you knee it in the other thigh, and it kind of like
Did I
What?
just skip?
it's not talking, but it's almost trying to talk, like trying to give you like Monty Python insults.
I should have gone right up at him on his first turn.
Loki. Did we skip you last time?
Yeah.
Good.
1, 2, 3.
4.
Oh wait, so am I able to pick up my sword here? Like,
Well, that's gonna be your action to pick it up.
You got a dagger on you or something?
I guess I have to pick it up.
Hey, you can shoot your
Oh, man.
You could move and try to shoot that down past your
Okay.
pals. No, one more,
nice clean shot.
but don't get a 1.
Not a 1.
15.
Misses. It missed. So that arrow went phew, and phew, past you, and just went right past the metal the armor and hits the wall across the way. And the animated armor, tired of getting kneed into the thighs, turns around and tries to slam attack. 19 to hit.
Yep.
And he takes 6 bludgeoning damage. And back to Bale.
Great axe.
Say Griggs?
Great Axe. Griggs, yeah.
Griggs.
I throw a wizard at it. That's 10.
10 misses. Eldridge.
That one can go away.
Dex saving throw.
18.
Miss.
Blazing fire.
Firebolt. Plum.
No, okay, here comes the whiffs.
That'd be a miss. So Thalen.
17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Dawson.
5 points.
Alright.
Then a headbutt.
Nice. Right into the armor.
24 to hit.
Yes.
Leave it to the monk.
6 points.
Go.
So some of the armor from the headbutt and the hits is just starting to fall off and crumple. You can look inside and it's completely empty. It's just this armor. There's no body in it whatsoever. And Loki.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
Shoot. Hopefully I don't hit my friend here. 18.
That hits.
And 9 damage.
So that arrow right past your ears again, but this time it connects right into the eye hole of the helmet, and this metal armor just all of a sudden just crumples to the ground. And just pieces of armor fall to the ground, and we're out of combat.
What is it with you shooting things in the eye?
I have no clue.
Can we not touch the armor next time?
I was trying to find you something magical to wear.
You see that one before?
Wait for someone else before you touch armor next time?
But me being prepared for 2020 and 2020.
That's awesome.
Oh, ouch.
That's exactly what happened. So we're out of combat. Fallon found stairs going up. There's doors to the north.
I'm going to cast False Light on myself.
False light?
False Light.
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 I caught it. Hey, Mom. Mommy, my blankie.
I brought it in from the car.
6 points. So I'm at 6 points of 10 hit points.
And then as a reminder, who's got what? Like what health? You're full?
I'm full.
Yeah.
And blazing fire's at what now?
10 total.
10.
And you're at 4. Fallon's at 4. Loki's at 6, and you're full.
I'm good.
I'm gonna go pick up my sword.
Okay.
And which are you going to wield?
I'm going to wield my bow.
Okay. Why don't we take a quick break, and then we can come back and wrap up the last hour.